Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for allowing our invitation. We are here to interview a little on our GSM 301 report.
So nice to meet you. So, my name is Olashiko Sadiq. I'm the trainer for GSC 301 skill called website design and coding. And we've been on this for like 6 weeks now, I think. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
So, my first question is, can you briefly introduce the skill you teach and its real-world application?
Okay, thank you very much. The name of the skills that I'm training the students of the University of Illinois so far is website design and coding. Website design and coding is a very skill that is very economical, whereby you can earn and you can learn the skill in just a few months, and then after learning the skill, you can earn from learning the skill. Website design is all about designing a website, designing a mobile app, designing for small businesses, and designing for restaurants and commercial stores around us. Coding is just you trying to integrate code and programming languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript to modify and build your designs through using an application called VS Code.
Thank you very much. So, my second question is, why do you believe this skill is important for undergraduate students to learn?
This skill is very important for undergraduate students because it makes them independent. Whereby whenever they finish studying or learning this skill, they can be on their own and they can apply for jobs online and they can be at home and work on different kind of projects, work for different kind of companies all over the world, even not here in Nigeria. You can work for a US company, you can work for a UK company, and you can work literally for any companies at all in Nigeria or outside the country. So it is very important for all undergraduate students to have a skill like this.
My next question is, what are the basic requirements of your website needed to start learning this skill?
What you need actually is not that much. It's just for you to be able to use a computer and for you to understand the computer language and how to be a digital literate, whereby you can be able to use a laptop whenever you want to. You can be able to operate a laptop and you need a laptop.
So, how long does it typically take for a complete beginner to become proficient?
It depends. It varies on the kind of skill you want to learn. We have different types of skills, but so far I'm just picking the popular ones that you can easily learn and then you can easily earn from it. But so far, website design and coding is not it does not take too much time. Web design takes 3 months actually, and coding takes 6 months. That's if you are consistent and you dedicate your time to learning continuously, then you will get it on time.
So my next question is, what are the fundamental steps in mastering this skill?
The fundamental what?
Steps in mastering this skill.
Fundamental steps to mastering these skills is very simple and it varies depending on your tutor and who is training you. In web design, you need to have this kind of skills where you need to be able to operate Figma. There's an app called Figma. That's what we use to design in web design. You need to be able to use Figma. You need to be able to use wireframe. You'll be able to be able to ask your users questions, which is users of way that we do, which is the user experience of web design. So far, all you need to do is just be able to use your tools in Figma. When you're able to use your tools in Figma, then you can express yourself in Figma. Then you'll be able to understand what we do in web design, and then you should be able to prototype your design, which is by connecting 2 or more screens together to form a user story.
So the next question is, what materials, tools or software does a beginner need to start?
Tools and materials. The material is a laptop. Like I said earlier, we need a laptop, which is very important for you to be able to go along with your mates. You understand? Because if you don't have a laptop, there's no way you can do what we do. When you have a laptop, then you can proceed as a web designer to download or to go to your browser and log into www.figma.com. When you go to figma.com, you're going to register, create an account. If you create an account, then you'll be able to have a file to your software that you can be able to design whatever you want to design. That one is that with web design. But coding is literally complex, whereby you need to have some kind of apps on your laptop, whereby you need VS Code, you need virtual code, you need GitHub, and you need all that types of applications to create an app using coding.
Are these materials expensive or affordable for the average student?
They are not expensive. We have free versions, you understand, and then we have the paid versions. Literally, what I plan out for the students of the University of Ilorin is just basically for us to just undo everything on free versions for now, and then when they get to be a professional or when they get to be hired by a company, then they will be able to use the paid version of those apps.
Can this skill be learned fully online, or does it require physical practice?
It varies on how intelligent or how fast students can grasp what we are training them. So far, my best web designer student so far is a virtual student. It's not a physical student. I've never been to a physical class before, and he's still the best so far that I've seen out of my students. So virtual goes for me, and physical class goes for me too. It depends on how dedicated you are and how serious you are.
So my next question is, what is the structure of your training program, modules, duration, and milestones?
The structure of my program is very simple. I go in web design. I go with the practical first, then I continue with the theoretical part, whereby they get to write notes. They get to jot things down. We write notes a lot in our training because writing notes gives you the idea of you going back to the notes and helping yourself out. And then we do recorded version of the classes, where we upload it on YouTube channel for people to go there and go back and check the classes where they are mixing things up, and they can correct themselves whenever they want to.
What common challenges do beginners face while learning this skill?
Common challenges is the fact that they believe it is very hard. The opinion and the concept of a student trying to learn a skill like this is him hearing from a friend of his or a neighbor or a cousin that, this tech skills are very hard before you can get it, before you can do it. But it's not hard learning, but it gets harder when you start working and when you start getting jobs. You understand? The task gets harder. So that's why they complain about their work, complain all the time. So they get the notion that, this thing is difficult, I might not be able to get it on time. But when they start learning, they see that it's very easy for them to get and understand in a few months.
So my next question is, how do you help students to overcome these challenges?
I help students overcome these challenges by giving them enough of my time. Give them enough practices, giving them enough explanations, giving them enough ideas, giving them enough motivations. You understand? Whereby I can tell them they can do this. You've done a great job. Give them complimentary comments that can boost their confidence.
So the next one is, what practical exercise or projects do you use to reinforce learning?
I use things around them. I use ideas that are basically relatable, that they can relate with, that they can understand. So those are the things we do. We work on projects. You understand? Literally for now, my GSC students were having a project that we're going to be working on. That they can. When I told them the idea of the concept of the project, they were very happy to be part of the project. You understand? So that's what we're going to be doing. as our skill projects. Yes, yes.
How can a student build a strong portfolio with this skill?
Building a strong portfolio is very easy because whenever I give you assignments or classworks, the only thing I expect from you is to do the work. You understand? When you do those work, in web design, it is your portfolio. That's how you build your portfolio. When you give it things to design, and then you design them, and we have a website where you can upload your designs on it, and then you can send a link out for people to see your portfolio. But what you need to do is, if you don't have a design, there's nothing you can upload on your portfolio. So you have to be able to follow all the instructions given to you and your training for you to have build a better portfolio and a presented portfolio.
In your experience, what separates average learner from an exceptional one?
What separates them is just having this dedicated spirits whereby you want to do this, you want this for yourself. I guess my friend, it's not like you want this because they want you to do this. If you're being sent to come and do this, you might not like it, or you might not want to do it, or it might not interest you to do it. But if you have this determination that, oh, I want to get this, then you will get it. Even if you're not brilliant enough, you will still get it in no time. It's not even about it's not even about brilliancy. It's about you giving your all, giving your time to getting it done. That was what separates them.
At what stage can a student start earning money with this skill?
Let me say first 3 months you should be able to earn from it. First 3 months of your time as a web designer, first 6 months as a developer, or as a designer, his first 3 months of your time you were very good, then you will see an internship whereby you get paid at least allowance, you understand, at first. Then from there we charge for your skill sets and your expertise.
What are the typical beginner level? Any opportunities are available?
For beginners, beginner level, yes, there are opportunities because there are companies looking for interns that they want to train to. They want to train them from being a beginner to intermediate level or an expert level. Are you getting my point? So they try to give them, stipends and hire them for a time and for them to just train more and then to get the industry idea and then to be familiar with the industry process before they can now go there and be able to stand on their own and apply for jobs on their own.
Can you give an example of successful students who now make money using this skill?
Yeah, I have a lot of them. I can't even start, or I can give an example. There was a student here in the University of London. I think that was last year, and then she was having this kind of career issues and school issues there, and then she was like, okay, I enrolled to a tech school, and then I was not able to learn anything from them. So she now approached me. She was like, how can I train her for how to be the best, for how to be better than what she was trained for before. I get my point. So now she now go there, and then I started like training her. I started lecturing her, studying her about the whole web design thing, and then she got it. She was able to get it. So she was able to get better, and she was like surprised by her own progress. So you get my point. And then even after she finished from the University of London, we still kept in touch, and then I was still explaining a few things to her about the whole idea behind web design. And now, to the glory of God, we are working on a project together for a governmental organization in Nigeria, and then she's the one spearheading the web design department of the program. Yeah.
What are the potential income ranges for students at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels?
It varies. You understand, in Nigeria, because due to the economical, problems we are facing in Nigeria, because of the minimum wage and all that, due to the minimum wage being very low, designers aim low in Nigeria. But in the outside world, designers earn a lot. You understand? So basically, if you're in Nigeria, you can still be earning as a beginner. You can still be earning 50 to 100k as a starter. You get my point? And then you can move from there to earning 150 to 200 to 250. Then from there, you can now move to 500. You understand? But if you're very good and you're very sure of yourself, then 800k per month. That's the what you can get. But standard price for a designer in Nigeria, a web designer in Nigeria is 1 million naira per month.
How much can a dedicated student realistically expect to earn within the first 3 months?
Within the first 3 months, how much you should be earning, it depends on the company you're working for or the projects you got. You get my point. In the first 3 months, you can get a project for the duration of that first 3 months, and then they can offer you maybe 150,000 naira as a designer. That's because you're a beginner. But if it's like a veteran and then you're very good at what you do, it starts with the price from 800 to 1 million naira per project. Yeah, 3 months.
What are the startup costs involved in monetizing this skill?
What are the
startup costs involved in monetizing this skill?
The startup cost in monetizing it is not that much. It's not that much in the sense that all you need is your skill, and then you should be able to present yourself. And then the startup cost is basically you pay for maybe cost of applying for jobs online. You know, there are some platforms where you need to pay before you can apply for jobs. You have them like Upwork, you understand, buy credits. So when you buy credits, the credits is what we use to apply for the jobs online. So that's only the startup cost you bring to it. And the credit starts from maybe 3,000 naira per one credit. So it's just like you having like maybe 10 credits and then 3,000 naira. You understand? That's not the calculation. So that's the startup cost.
What tools or resources are absolute essential for anyone with this skill?
Tools is you having a laptop and then you having an account, which is a Figma account, like I said, and you having your VS Code, which is for you to code. If you're a developer and if you're a designer, you need your Figma account. So that's just it.
Can you break down the cost versus revenue for a beginner setting up the first project?
I should break down the cost that you see. For a beginner, it's not going to be much. It's just you have to buy a laptop. If you don't have a laptop, that's the first thing first. Then you need to register for Figma account, which is maybe a student account, and then you can pay for Figma account. So I think it's like $15 per year. You understand? So that one you can pay for them, which is the cost. Yes, I don't think you need to pay for whenever you have you just buy a domain, you can buy a hosting. Domain is not costly like that. Domain is in the range of, depending on the kind of domain you want to buy, the range of maybe 180k, you understand? So something like that. Hosting too is like maybe 30k, 20k per month. You understand? So it's not that expensive. Or depending on the domain you want to buy. So domains can go as expensive as maybe 1 million naira. Some domains that can go 2 million, 3 million. It's how big and how common, how deep the name is. You understand? That's how the cost is. And the hosting too can go depending on your usage and the number of people using your website. You understand? So the cost can go higher.
So, now my next question is, how profitable is this skill in the Nigerian government or global market?
It's highly profitable. It is highly profitable. The richest people in the world right now, the richest man in the world right now is a developer. He's a designer, he's a developer, Elon Musk. He does everything. You understand? He does everything you want to think of. He's a designer, he's a developer, he's a builder. There's nothing he cannot do. And and then he's still the richest man in the world. So it's highly profitable.
What are the top industries or sectors where this skill is high demand?
The sectors, all sectors in Nigeria, all sectors in the world, you understand, all sectors, every sectors in the world, you can use this for health, or we have health tech, we have agri-tech, which is for agriculture, health tech, which is for health, for medicine and surgeries and all that. And then we have for e-commerce, since these commerces are like buying and selling, which is like Jumia, all this Jumia, GG and all that. Then you have for small businesses and maybe restaurants and everything that you can think of. All sectors in the world, that's where you can use tech.
What opportunities exist for students to freelance using this skill?
There are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities whereby you can go online and say, oh, we're looking for a UX designer, we're looking for a website designer. We don't even want you to come and work for them like forever. You can be a freelance whereby you can just work for them for a few months and then you get paid for working for them. And there are people looking for web developers, you understand? Software engineers, you understand? That's the same thing. So you can actually see there are a lot of jobs out there that you can get as a freelancer having this kind of skill.
Okay. Are there opportunities for students to work remotely or internationally?
Yes, there are opportunities for students to work remotely and internationally. Their work is just basically to deliver. Whenever they give you a task, you should be able to deliver the task. They don't need to see you, they don't need to meet you, they don't need to know, they don't need to have your birth certificate, they don't need to know the school you attended, they don't need to know anything about you, they don't need to know where you stay. They just want to know, can you do this? Is this something you can do or is this something you can deliver? Your deliverables will determine if you are going to be given the chance.
How can students market themselves effectively after learning the skill?
They can market themselves effectively by posting about their designs, posting about what they do online. They can post about what they do on Snapchat, they can post about what they do on Twitter, they can post about what they do on WhatsApp, they can post about what they do everywhere in all platforms, in their WhatsApp groups, you understand, in their anywhere in the world, they can post it everywhere. And then people will see that they can do this and they will hire them.
What platforms are best for showcasing or selling this skill?
I would say the best platform for showcasing this. People can think Facebook is archaic, but you can go to Facebook. Facebook is always having customers, clients for you. You always have someone looking for a developer. You always have someone looking for a designer. You can use Reddit too. You can use WhatsApp. You can use Twitter. You can use Instagram too. Yes.
What mistakes do students often make when trying to monetize this skill?
The mistake they make is they want big money first. They want the money to be very big enough so that they can be able to solve all their problems, all their life problems. But it's not done that way. You start from small money to big money. You don't start with big money. It is impossible for you to start with big money because of your level of expertise. You understand? If you are very good at what you do, your experience is going to speak for you, then you're going to get paid more. But because you're just starting, you don't expect to get paid more because you're just starting. And you get my point. But that's the mistake students are always making.
So, what advice do you give students who want to scale from small job to major projects?
My advice for them is just for them to not give up on their skill, to be able to use their skill to do something great, something nice, something profitable, something that solves problems around them. You understand? All our jobs, all whatever we're doing, anything we're doing is just to solve problems around us, immediate problems around us, problems that can take a lot of time or a lot of stress or a lot of people to solve. You can use tech to solve it in just a minute. So that's how I watch it.
So my next question is this skill future proof or how is it evolving in today's economy?
This skill is future proofed because everywhere you go, everywhere we're going to be is going to be tech enabled. Elon Musk is trying to go to the Mars now because he has tech. If Elon Musk does not have tech, he cannot, he cannot even decide on him trying to go to the Mars. Even if you're going away from this Earth, which is the planet that we are in, and then we're moving to the next planet, we're still going to make it. So it is future proof and planet proof. Thank you.
So my next question is, what advanced aspects of the skill should students aspire to learn?
Advanced part is just as a web designer. The advanced part is for you to be maybe a design engineer, whereby you can design a system, design like a laptop or a computer system, a huge system, and that's the advanced process of it. As a developer, it's like you try to develop things that can, like robotic stuff, robotic things whereby they can move on their own, you can process it, you can code them, and that's the advanced part of the learning.
How long does it take to reach a mastery or expert level experience?
To basically for me, if I want to like standard level mastery for a web designer is 6 months. For a developer, it should take 1.5 years, you understand? Maybe 2 years max. That's the max you can learn. To be a mastery, to have a master's, in this, and for you to have a master's skill, for you to be an expert, and that's what you can. That's the years you need.
What additional courses or related skills can complement this one?
Related skills can be maybe digital marketing. You understand, for you to be able to market yourself online, for you to be able to advertise yourself, for people to know you. Yeah, I think, and then maybe tech sales, sales tech, where you can approach people and tell them, and sell yourself to them, sell your idea to them, for them to buy from you.
Are there opportunities for students to start a business with this skill?
Yes, there are a lot of opportunities for you to start a business. You can start a design studio, you can start a development company whereby you build websites for people, and you can start a design studio as a designer whereby you design for companies, you design for restaurants, you design for government bodies that you get my point. So then from there you can have your own company, and then people can come to you and tell you, oh, this is what they want from you, and you can get paid from it.
What would a simple financial projection look like for a student running a small business with this skill?
Financial projection should be at least your net profits. Net profits, talking about you deducting your expenses, and then deducting the things you have to spend money on while trying to build whatever project you are building for people. Let's say your net profit, which is annually, can be basically 5 million.
What is the maximum income potential for someone who becomes highly skilled?
Maximum, like I said, can be 1 million naira per month, and then that's like 12 million naira per year. Yes, that's the maximum.
How can students continuously improve and stay updated in the field?
By going to how they can be updated is by attending tech conferences, tech seminars, tech webinars, and by going to YouTube to learn more about their skills. There are a lot of things about their skills online that they can grow personally, they can go there and learn on their own, and then they can have the skills they're looking for, or they can get better at their skills. When you go to YouTube and then you search for your skill there, you have different videos relating to whatever you're doing or whatever skills you're learning. So that should just.
What final